Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I have another installment of my monthly hits and shits series. So these are essentially all of the products that I have been loving and hating throughout the past month. I must admit, March has been a little bit different because of everything that's happening in the world at the minute. I haven't been testing out as much makeup as I usually would. I don't know, I've been struggling, like, to be perfectly honest, struggling to even get off the couch and will myself to do anything. There's so much happening in the world right now and it's been really, really difficult. So yeah, I haven't really tested as much makeup as I usually would. Certainly have some newies here that I have been loving, but I've also got a different mix of products as well. I've got some face wash, some scents, and just, yeah, some other products. So yeah, if you are interested still in learning about all the products that I have loved and hated throughout the month of March, and you know, maybe you might find something in here that might bring you a little bit of positivity, then please keep on watching. All right, so first up I have some lip products, and I've got them all here and I've got them all bundled here because holy crap, every single one of these is absolutely amazing, and I am actually really interested, and please let me know in the comments, would you guys be interested in seeing like a full swatch and review video on these? It's more going to be a swatch because I love these so much. I've collected all of the shades, so please let me know if you are interested in seeing like a swatch video so you can decide which ones might suit you. But these are the new Maybelline Super Stay Ink Crayons. These are absolutely phenomenal. So this is what they look like. You got a little pop-off cap at the top and then you just twist it here and the little crayon sort of comes out. You guys should know by now how much I love these kinds of products. They're basically like, they're a cross between a lip liner and a lipstick, and they're just so quick and easy to apply. They feel so comfortable on the lips and they're really, really long lasting throughout the day. So this is the shade that I'm wearing today. What is it called? Seek Adventure. Oh, that's a really cute one. I'm not doing much of that though. Actually, I am on Animal Crossing. Guys, I've got a whole island. Oh, I'm proud. But they're just really quick and easy to apply. You can throw them in your handbag to touch up. I find that I can get a really, really crisp line around the edges of my lips when I do apply them. Like I don't need to go in with a brush or anything. They're so lightweight. They're like a kind of like a cross between like a satin and a matte. Like I wouldn't say that they're completely matte, but they're kind of really long, like long wearing, long lasting, like a matte lipstick, if that makes sense. I just love them. They're so easy. I loved the Maybelline. They were the Color Sensational, like fat, chubby lip pencils, which were again like a cross between a lip liner and a lipstick, essentially very much like these, but you did have to sharpen them. And I do think that maybe they have actually discontinued them. These are kind of like the new thing, but they're gorgeous. All the colors are gorgeous. They're really, really long lasting. I like very, very, probably the most exciting lip product that I have tried in the last month. I freaking love these. So yeah, let me know if you want to see a swatch video. All right, next up, another makeup product. This little eyeliner here. Now, I cannot remember how long ago I first tried this. I feel like it's been out for a really, really long time. It's the Too Faced Better Than Sex liquid eyeliner. Now, I'm not going to lie. You guys know I pretty much detest the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Like, it just smudges everywhere on me. I have the hardest time getting it to last. Like, it is an actual mess. And when I saw that they brought out the eyeliner, I was like, oh no. Are we going to have the same issues? Like, is this going to end up all over my face? Yeah, no, it's an absolutely beautiful eyeliner. It's really, really fine. It's got like a beautiful fine tip. If you can see that there. But at the same time, it's super, super black. It's just so easy to get like the thinnest little stroke. I did actually do this wing that I am wearing today with it. Very customizable. You can get like a nice thick line by pressing down even harder. You can get like really, really thin, like tiny, like little fine, they're nearly like little hair strokes, and it's just like once it is on your skin, it is not going to transfer. It doesn't transfer underneath my eyes. I don't find that it bleeds into my eyes, into my waterline, doesn't sting my eyes, and it just lasts all day. There's no cracking, there's no flaking or shedding. It's a really, really nice eyeliner, and I'm kind of like, Too Faced, if this is so long lasting, what are you doing with the mascara? Why doesn't the mascara last as long as this? I like 10 out of 10 on this one. I still do love the Maybelline one, the Master Precise. It'd be a tricky like choice between the two of these, but yeah, this is a really, really nice one if you're after an eyeliner that lasts a really, really long time. All right, next up, a couple of new products from Bite Beauty. If you did see already, I filmed like a full like first impressions review wear test video on these. I will link that one down below if you haven't seen it. But these are from Bite Beauty's new Change Maker complexion range. I guess that's called a range. There's a primer, a foundation, and a powder. I'm not really the biggest fan of the powder. For me, I can't use tinted pressed powders. It doesn't really work with my skin. But oh my gosh, these two, wow. But have done such a good job on these. So first up, this one here is the primer. This one does come in 2 types. There's an oily skin and a dry skin one. I obviously use the oily skin one, but it's not like a mattifying primer like the majority of mattifying primers are. You know how normally like you put them on your skin and they dry down to like a really matte, like weird, like, and your face nearly feels tight. It's like a chalky kind of a finish. I don't get that at all with this one. It feels like a really lightweight lotion. And this one actually sort of like neutralizes the amount of oil that your skin produces as opposed to actually making the surface matte, if that makes sense. I've been really, really enjoying it. I have actually also been wearing this on some days when I'm not wearing any makeup at all. My favorite thing to do ever is to do my skincare, put this on because it really does help to smooth pores and it just really blurs everything out. But then I put a light dusting of my Velvet finishing powder over the top and it just makes my skin look perfect, but without actually wearing any makeup. But yeah, it's a beautiful primer. It's really comfortable. It definitely does what it says it will do. It definitely extends the wear of my foundation. I don't necessarily think that you need both of these. I have tested both of these with other products and I don't think that, you know, if you're interested in the Changemaker foundation, I don't think that you need the primer necessarily. Yes, they work beautifully together, but they also work really, really well with other products as well. Just letting you know, you don't have to like invest in like the whole thing. But yeah, lightweight, it feels hydrating on the skin even though it's a mattifying one. It's just beautiful and I've been really, really enjoying it and I've been using it every day. I feel like there's no better testament to that. Like if it's a product that I'm like genuinely like, yes, I'm excited to put that on again every single morning, it's a good product. But then the Changemaker foundation as well. I'm so cynical and I feel like I say this all the time, but like I was like, and if you didn't know already, this foundation's got micellar technology in it and immediately like my brain's like, oh, another gimmick. You know, another company that couldn't sell their products, so they've figured out some weird scientific way to just basically lie and put a label on something and it really doesn't do that. Yeah, that's not the case at all with this. This stuff is like genuinely like it works. So this is called their Changemaker, like I said, but it's their supercharged micellar foundation. Now, like I said, this has got that micellar technology in it. Now, it took me a little bit of researching and a little bit of figuring out to, you know, find out exactly what that meant. But essentially, that technology allows this foundation to grip to the skin in, I guess you could say, the most natural way possible. So obviously it makes it long lasting, but it gives you coverage and it makes your skin look really beautiful and smooth and perfect, but it still looks like your skin. It doesn't look like you're wearing a foundation, if that makes sense. Like it gives you coverage and it gives you color and it like smooths and evens everything out, but it still looks like your skin. It is just beautiful. I have worn this every single day since testing it, and I started testing this, well, I must admit, every single day that I have worn makeup, so maybe 3 days a week, since testing this, and I am blown away at how good it is. It lasts all day on my oily skin. It looks beautiful. I don't find that I need to, you know, even touch up during the day. It doesn't separate or cake up. It doesn't settle into fine lines. It's just amazing. And even after exercising, you guys, it still like legit looks so perfect on my skin. If you don't believe me, I hope you do. I feel like I've never given you a reason to doubt me, but if you don't, go and watch the first impressions review wear test on this. Even if you just fast forward to the end of that video, have a look at my skin. And I obviously, like, you guys know my foundation reviews, zoom all the way in. So you're not missing anything. I zoom all the way in. You can literally, like, you can see my skin super, super close up. And just go and look at that. Come back and tell me that this doesn't look good. Like, it's amazing. All right, next up I have a facial cleanser, and you're gonna have to excuse the packaging. This has been, this is a Dermalogica product. It's brand new from them. It was released a little while ago, but I still, I have to actually go out and buy the correct packaging. I was lucky enough to receive this marketing sample. So basically, sometimes, and I'm very lucky to be in this kind of a position, but I actually do a lot of the time receive products from brands before they hit the market. And sometimes that means that they are not in their finalized packaging. So this is the new, and I'll pop a picture of what the product actually looks like so you know what I mean. This is their new active clay cleanser. Now, there's good and there's bad things about this, because for starters, it is replacing the dermal clay cleanser, and that is my holy grail of all holy grail cleansers of all time from Dermalogica. So they have actually now discontinued it and they have replaced it with this. Now, when I originally heard that, I was like, Excuse me, what? How could you take that cleanser away from me? Like, it is my favorite of all time. Like, why? Why would you punish me like this? Like, I have used that cleanser for years. My skin loves it. It just thrives with it. So yeah, to hear that they were discontinuing that, I was like, I was personally victimized, not gonna lie. So I wasn't like jumping for joy about testing this. I was like, no, I'm pissed off. Like, no, I'm not testing it. Finally did. Oh, it's okay. I love this stuff. So don't worry if you're attached at the hip to the previous one, and you know, if you like things in skincare that are similar to what I like in skincare, do not freak out, do not stress. You will love this. And I'm not gonna lie as well, I am stocked up on the original Dermal Clay cleanser. Like, I've got massive like 1 litre bottles. I've got them in this shower. I've got a couple of backups in the drawer. I've got one in my main shower. Yep, I've stopped using them and I've been using this every single day. I love this stuff. Now, it's very different to the original Dermal Clay cleanser. It is a much darker color. Oh, hang on. It's been in my shower, so it's like all wet and leaking everywhere. It is a much darker color. It's like this sort of charcoal kind of a color. And it actually stays that color on your skin when you do use it, but it gives you, and it also smells like entirely different to the original. The original had like a menthol kind of it was a cooling kind of a scent and a cooling feeling on the skin. This one smells more like fruity, I guess. But I just love it. It foams up on the skin really, really well. It removes all of my makeup. Like, it literally leaves not even one little skerrick of makeup on my skin, but it also doesn't strip my skin as well. It's doing amazing for my acne and for my breakouts and for my oil production. I feel like my skin looks really bright and refreshed. It feels really bright and refreshed when I get out of the shower, when I finish cleansing. Like, I couldn't say enough good things about this. And it's just so funny because I was coming from a perspective of like, I'm gonna hate it. It's not my holy grail. They've removed my holy grail. Well, after using this for probably about 3 weeks now, I totally understand why they have brought this product in to replace the other one. It's really, really, really nice. Probably fair to say that I've been testing a lot more skincare lately. Lots of really, really nice, amazing products from Olay as well. But yeah, out of all the cleansers that I've tested over the last month, this was easily the most impressive. And it's just so funny because I was like, no, how could you? So yeah, really, really do recommend this one. It's really, really nice. I have ordered like an actual bottle, like the real packaging, so I'll be able to show you that. But yeah, it's like leaking shower juice. Gross. All right, next up I have a fragrance favorite. Fragrances aren't really something I talk too much about, just because I feel like it's really difficult, like, to explain what something smells like. But yeah, since starting to use this, it is amazing and I totally recommend. And like, look at how much I've used of this. Hardly any. I've been using this every day. It's got to be over 2 weeks and it's barely even touched because it's so strong. You only need the tiniest amount. So this is called a Replica and it's from the brand Mason Margiela? Mason something. And essentially these replica fragrances, the idea with these is that they replicate like a certain time or a certain feeling or a certain place. It's such a cool concept and I got lost on their website like looking at them all. It's a problem. So this one is called Coffee Break and it's they describe it as creamy and cozy coffee. It's a male and female fragrance, so it's a unisex one, and it is just, oh my gosh, I could like actually cry. It smells so good. It definitely has elements of being like a male fragrance. Like, it's really, really, it's like a lot of spice to it. Oh, but then there's also vanilla and you can definitely smell like that subtle undertone of like coffee. Oh, it smells so good. Like, honestly, the best way to describe this is it smells like sexiness. Like, oh, and I love it on Brandon. It smells so good on Brandon. But yeah, I like it equally on me. It's amazing. And I feel like it's different on him as to what it is on me. It's nearly like it changes based on like our personal odors. I don't know, that sounds really weird. But I absolutely love this. Like I said, I got lost on their website. They've got heaps and heaps and heaps of different scents and they all replicate like a certain feeling or a certain memory or a certain place. And I just think like overall the concept is really, really cool. So yeah, definitely really recommend this one if you are after a new fragrance and you like things that are really kind of like sensual and like spicy and like really rich. Like, it's not floral or fruity in any way. It's more of like a nighttime, like looking sexy for date night kind of a scent. Like, oh, I love it. And then lastly, to finish off the hits for this month, and I feel like this video is actually getting quite long, I have another scent here. Now this is from Lush. This is called their Twilight Body Spray, and obviously it's meant for the body, but I actually don't use it for the body at all. I use this on my bed linen. Yeah, that might sound crazy, but trust me, once you try this, life will be changed forever. So this is amazing. So obviously it's called Twilight, and it's sort of like a nighttime relaxing kind of a scent. Now with everything that's been going on, I'm not gonna lie, I've had a really, really hard time sleeping. It takes quite a lot to get me to wind down at night and to stop thinking about everything, and my heart's been racing, and it's been a whole thing. Well, this stuff makes a huge difference for me. Now, it's not like an aromatherapy thing. It's not like anything, it's not like a medicated sleep spray or anything. It just, for some reason, the mixture of scents in this just relaxes me so much, like so much. Okay, so this has got lavender in it, obviously. It's got tonka. It has lang lang. It's got a bunch of other stuff in it. But honestly, you spritz this on your bed and you climb into bed and it just feels like you are in actual heaven. Like it really, I don't know, there's something about the scent, it really relaxes me, and the scent also carries and lasts quite a while. So normally I'll actually do this in the morning. I don't normally actually spritz this on my bed linen like immediately before I jump into bed because it is quite strong. So don't worry, like a bottle of this will last you a really, really long time. But yeah, in the morning when I make the bed, so I'll spray the sheets just a little, I'll spray the pillows just a little. It smells insanely glorious in our bedroom all day, and then even at night when you're getting into bed, like it is still fresh as anything. I don't know, it's a product that I've been really, really enjoying. Maybe you guys might really, really enjoy it. It might help you sleep at night. It holds a special place for me. It's like my blanket. You know how like kids have like something that they're obsessed with, that they feel really comforted with? This is like my teddy. It keeps me safe. All right, so that was it for all of the hits for the month. We're going to move on to the shit. So the products that, no, basically I'm not at all impressed with, I do not like, and I do not recommend. And first up, that is this one here by Maybelline. Now this is their Super Stay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. I really, really thought that I would love this more than life itself. You guys know how much I love their full coverage foundation. And it's funny, actually, I think in my hits and shits last month, the powder version of this foundation was in that. And it's funny that it's the concealer now that's in this month's. You can't beat the original liquid foundation. Like you really just can't beat it. It's so good. Like nothing will ever hold a flame to it. But I don't know, this, I feel like you can really see it on the skin. Like I feel like after you apply it, like you can immediately see sort of like more texture. You can immediately see sort of like crepiness. It settles into fine lines really, really badly, and it just shows a lot of texture on the skin. Now the actual packaging is quite nice. I really like the little doe foot applicator in there and the actual packaging, but the formula for me, it just does not work. I don't find it full coverage. I don't find it really that brightening. I don't find it long wearing. This for me is not a product that I would recommend. I would suggest probably that you avoid this. And then secondly, for my hits and shits this month is this palette from Tarte. Now I only tested this out, it was probably 2 weeks ago now. I have tried it a bunch of other times and I just can't get it to work, but it was in a video that probably went up only recently-ish. I don't like this palette. The packaging is quite cute. It was part of like a holiday collection. It's called their, what is it? It's like the Winter Wonder Glam. And it's quite heartbreaking for me too, because I love like all of the colors in this. There's so many pressed glitters, there's shimmers, there's mattes. It's a really nice spread of formulas. Also comes with like a mascara and an eyeliner. Like concept wise, this sounds like it would be really, really awesome, but the formula, I don't know. I don't know if it's a different formula to other Tarte eyeshadows. I don't know if they've done something different in the way that they manufactured this. Like maybe they use a different lab or something, but I really struggled to get these to work. I find the mattes really patchy. I find that they don't blend that well. I find that the shimmers don't give you that much payoff. And even like I've tried like with my finger, I've tried with a dry brush, I've tried with a wet brush. I can't get a lot of these shimmers to work. And it's funny because when you actually put your finger in them and swatch them in the palette, they look beautiful. I can't get it to transfer and look like that on my actual lids. It's really quite bizarre. And then furthermore, I was also really disappointed with the pressed glitters. They got really patchy on my lids. The line, sort of like the fold of my crease here, there was no glitter left there at all. And this is like after maybe 2 hours. Like it didn't take long at all for it to really, really break down. I ended up with glitter all over my face. Just not a palette that's easy to work with, and not a palette that lasts on the lid. And it might be something to do with my eyelids in particular. I do have sort of like textured skin, and I definitely have oily lids, so maybe it's that. But for the price, for how much this is, it's got to work better than that. Like it has got to work better than that. So yeah, this is again another product for me that I would not recommend. And that's it for the products that I didn't like, guys. Like I said, I haven't really had too much time to test out new products. It's always good though when it's a month where there's not that many products that I hate, so that's definitely a positive. But yeah, all the products that I have been really enjoying, really loving. Also, I got a Nintendo Switch. That's got to be in the favorites. Animal Crossing. How freaking adorable. Like, everybody online was like, Nikkia, you've got to get this game. And I was like, well, I don't have a Switch. And then it was like all the Switches were sold out and I had to like troll the internet. It was like this whole deal. It was absolutely worth it. I am addicted. Like, I'm actually addicted. I'm already excited to go and check on my island and see like what's changed and who's moved in. I've been really, really enjoying that. So yeah, it's definitely also a favorite for me. But yeah, that's it for me today, guys. I hope that you found today's video helpful. I hope that it was a bit of an escape for you from life at the minute. If you've got, if you are wanting to distract yourself, and for me, I personally find makeup a really, really, really good way to distract myself. I have got hundreds and hundreds of videos here on my channel, so feel free to watch anything that you like. As far as like Netflix shows, we're watching Supernatural again for like the 10th time in my life. I'm obsessed with it. But what else would I recommend? I don't think I'm enjoying Outlander enough to recommend it. I'm not sure about that one yet. But basically, just try and stay positive. Try not to watch the news too much. I'm trying really hard not to. It's difficult because I want to know, but then also I just feel so awful afterwards. Try and watch something that makes you feel happy and more like yourself. But yes, I love you guys heaps. I hope you're all having a great day. I hope you are healthy and safe and happy wherever you are. And I will catch you all in my next video. Bye!